In this video we're gonna talk about food and which food you should use for yourself and which food you should use for your villagers. So I used to run with cabbages to feed the whole village, but since they've nerfed cabbages now with the Oxbow updates, they only give 4 food for each cabbage. But what I do want to say with cabbages is that they wait a lot, so you will get a lot of rot from the cabbages. So you can use those for fertilizer instead. So you should continue planting cabbages during the summer. And then you can just throw them on the ground or in the compost bin to make fertilizer out of it. What I do want to say is that I use the meat for feeding your villagers because they can't get food poisoning anyway. And I don't have fast crafting on. If I would have fast crafting on, I would go for the roasted meat, of course, because you can get that a little bit of technology going and skill points going when crafting it, and it gives a little bit more food. But I go with a normal meat because you can see here that I have a demand of food with 29 villagers for 840 a day. So that's around 70 meat I need to bring in every single day, and 70 meat is super easy to get. So basically I have 3-day seasons, so I need to kill pretty much 3 wisents or bears to feed my whole population for a whole season. So that's what I would do for the villagers, is just to hunt the meat myself, because you don't want to put a hunting guy into collecting meat because they're garbage. They're just terrible at it. You probably want to put your villagers into doing something more productive than gathering meat. Of course you could do it, but you also have to keep in fact that with a 3 in skill point in hunting you get like 26 meat a day, which is not that much. You would much rather put him in the wood lodge or something like this, and something more productive. And for the food that I use, I actually use a lot of porridge, and I'm gonna tell you why I use porridge. So if we open up here again and we go to food, you see I have Growl here. It gives a effect here for 10 extra carry weight, 10 kilos extra. So that's pretty great. But with the porridge, you get a 50% less stamina consumption when you use it. And that's incredible if you're like in the mine, or if you just run or anything. You will get 50% less stamina consumption for 60 seconds. And when you're in the mine, especially in the mine when you're gathering, it's really, really good to have this one. So I would go with the porridge. It just takes 2 oats and 1 wooden bowl to make porridge. So it's super cheap. You're gonna make oats anyway in the spring for animal feed, and you get so much oats now than you used to get. You get double the oats and double the rye than it used to be. So the and they have also nerfed the flax, so the oats are really good to plant. So I would go with the porridge for sustaining your own hunger, but I wouldn't feed the porridge to the villagers, of course, because they don't get the effect from it. It's 20 meat every porridge, so, or 20 plus in food. So I wouldn't recommend feeding your village with it. I would just feed them with normal meat, and if you have fast crafting, I would use the roasted meat. So if you do this differently and have some other tactic about it, please let me know. I read all the comments, and thank you so much all the people that follow me, and If you want to see more like this and you don't follow, then follow me. Have a great day. Bye bye.